couple of key things I said. Round 7, Isaac Chilemba. He got caught with his hands down after taking a left hook to the liver by SERGEY KOVALEV. And that was the knockdown round, right?
Yep.
Problem with that is you hit Andre Ward anywhere in the vicinity of the liver, or if you can even get him there, he's not going to bring his hands down like this. Never seen it before. I've seen Andre Ward hitting the liver, but he doesn't go like this. What he does is he'll bring one hand down and he'll circle. And he's going to circle to your power side. That way you're not coming with anything strong, or I'm sorry, to your weak side, excuse me. That way you're not going to follow up with anything strong. That's what Andre Ward does. What Isaac Chilemba did here, he got hit to the liver, brought his hands down, and backed straight up. When he backed straight up, it put him deadly in line with a straight right hand. That's what knocked him down. That's what knocked him down. Also in round 9, Chilemba does exactly what I predict Ward will be doing and what he will be successful at for the entire fight. All right? As Kovalev hones in while Chilemba's up against the ropes, he throws a jab. Then he tries to load up on the straight right hand. So he's here. Then he's got this motherfucker like this, right? At that moment, Chilemba steps in, sticks his forearm in Kovalev's chest, moves him back a little bit, and attempts to throw a right hook. Now, he was inaccurate. But what I'm saying to you people is this. The fact that he steps in and puts his elbow in Kovalev's chest pretty much negated his straight right hand that he had loaded up, ready to land on Chilemba's chin. When he did that very move and threw the right hook, Kovalev was like this. He was just inaccurate. If he was accurate, that probably would have been the best punch he landed in the entire fight. Now, if whether it would have hurt Kovalev is another story, but that would have been the most flush shot he landed. Andre Ward is a master, right, at smothering your punches. He's a master at fighting dirty on the inside. Notice I said fighting dirty, but it's the legal dirtiness I'm talking about. He ain't gonna hit you in the dick or hit you in the legs. No, he's gonna put his head in your chest. He's gonna put your forearm in his forearm in your chest. He's gonna create space and he's gonna tag you up. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. What I seen in this fight, I seen a Kovalev that absolutely cannot show up in November against Andre Ward.
Oh yeah. No, no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
My bad. Before this fight, I said Andre Ward wins 116-112. This is before the Chilemba fight. This is Incest is my witness. Bo on the last video is my witness. All my niggas is my witness. I said as soon as this fight was announced, Andre Ward wins 116-112. If Kovalev goes into the ring in November as this Kovalev I seen tonight, 117-111, B. Maybe even 118-110. No, maybe.
Hey,
telling you, man.
I absolutely agree with a lot of what you said. I mean, I'm definitely picking Ward for a lot of reasons that you gave. But I do believe we've seen this version of Kovalev against Chilemba just because of some of the reasons I stated earlier. Yeah. But like I said, if I'm looking at it from him fighting Andre Ward's perspective, absolutely. I mean, you know, we can dissect it, you know, just like you just did all day long, you know, but just as far as Chilemba goes, you know, and let me add this. Also, please look this up, everybody. Look this up. I don't think Kovalev, like I stated earlier, the last time he fought in Russia was in 2011. I think the last time he fought in Russia, that was when the boxer he fought died.
Right.
So him coming back to Russia to fight Chilemba could have a mental effect on him. I mean, this is the place where you kill the fighter. Right. You know? Point. So I think a lot of that has had to do with his performance. Me personally, I've never seen Kovalev look too worried when he's in the ring with a guy. Okay. And Isaac Chilemba was talking a lot of shit.
Yeah, he was.
Before this fight. So you want to hurt this guy, but you don't want what happened last time you were here to happen again. But I do believe that Isaac Chilemba did some good things. Just like you said, he would jab and immediately try and get his body into Kovalev's body. And in the first couple rounds, I seen Kovalev missing a lot of shots. Right. He would throw that beautiful jab. He would catch Chilemba, and immediately Chilemba would duck, try to get off his own jab, but he would try and smother Kovalev. And I seen Kovalev, just throwing all types of ugly shots and missing. Yeah. So, absolutely, I definitely know that Andre Ward is gonna bring it, but I also know that this won't be the same Kovalev come November. Yeah. And I do believe that he will be a lot more comfortable. You mentioned earlier, he's fought bigger fights with bigger crowds, more hostile crowds. I think he fought Pascal twice in Canada.
Absolutely.
But I do believe there's a different dynamic to those kind of fights and those type of performances because of what I stated earlier. This is a place where he killed a guy, and I mean, the jitters have to be there. They have to. You definitely wanna have a great showing for yourself, but at the same time, you don't want to fight to end that way. Not making any excuses for Sergey. There are a lot of things that he needs to that he needs to improve on if he's gonna fight Ward. I think he'll be trimmed and ready. Another thing that I do want to state, my bad, and I'll lock it up right here.
You good.
Kovalev does an extremely good job of keeping his opponent in front of him.
Yes, he does.
When Chilemba, and I noticed it in the first 2 rounds, when Chilemba would move laterally, Kovalev would move with him.
Yes, he
did. And as soon as he stopped, he would shoot his jab out there.
Yes, he did.
And that's the one thing that fighters have to understand. When you're moving with the guy and when you keeping pace with a guy, when you guys stop, you need to be letting your hands go.
Yes.
And I see it all too often. Guys will move, they'll stop, and they'll each try to pose in front of each other, and they'll do certain shit to each other just to try and get off. It don't work like that, buddy. When he stops moving them feet, if you can't hit while you moving, the minute he stops, you got to put that jab in his face, especially if you got a jab like Kovalev.
Mm-hmm.
So he does a very good job of keeping dudes in front of him. I do think Ward is a different beast. I'm just going off of the Chilemba performance. There were some things that I fully expect from Kovalev. Like I said, Kovalev doesn't have a lot of defense. He doesn't move his head. The only thing that I did disagree with, 2K, is you said that he looked kind of stiff to you.
Mm-hmm.
I did notice a little stiffness, but as the fight wore on, he was moving his shoulders,
yes,
and doing certain things.
Right.
So that was the only thing that I've seen. Like I said, coming out, he did look he looked pretty nervous, and he did look pretty stiff. But as the fight wore on, he got the knockdown that I was expecting. Again, I agree with you. I wasn't expecting him to knock Chilemba out. Chilemba's a big dude. He's tall. He's got a nice body on him. Yeah. So no homo. But I'm just saying,
nigga, that's twice in the video. You done did some homosexual shit, dog.
No. Just in terms of his girth, his size. Yeah. He's not a small guy. So, I can't wait for November, man. I cannot wait. This is Rocky 4 with a better version of Rocky. Yeah. But it's America versus Russia, and man, if they build this right, it is going to be incredible.
Absolutely, I want it. That could be easily the best promoted fight of the year.
Absolutely.
Not necessarily because I don't think the results are going to be fight of the year worthy, in my opinion.
Okay.
But I think as far as the promotion goes, it could be the most hyped fight of this year. Another thing, I just want to clear this up before we exit, man. Going into the 7th round, man, I had to fight a draw. I gave 3 rounds to Isaac Chilemba, man. I mean, I just don't think. Now, everything you said about him being nervous, about fighting back in Russia in a place where he killed a man, that could damn well be a huge factor that we can't really see. It's intangible.
Yeah.
Right? So that could be something that we really can't gauge. But if he fights like this, against Andre Ward, a man.
Oh yeah.
One thing that you said, Kovalev is hell yeah. Kovalev is a master at keeping guys in front of you, but Andre Ward is a master at making guys who stand in front of him look very bad.
Oh, absolutely.
A la Carl Froch, a la Arthur Abraham.
Yeah.
Okay? So, another thing, Sergey Kovalev's lack of head movement. Let me say this. His lack of head movement and his lack of not switching up his attack in the middle of the ring is what is going to do him in. Because in the middle of the ring, he's doing the same thing. He'll throw a jab to the body. He may lead with a straight. But his biggest thing is that's what he's doing. Yep. And then he may feint, and then he'll do it again. There it is. Andre Ward is going to adapt to that shit so fucking quickly, it's ridiculous. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He has to mix up his attack when they're in the middle of the ring. If he does that, he gives Andre Ward different looks, because Andre Ward is going to get this motherfucker like 3 or 4 different looks, right? Now, let me put it this way. If Andre Ward is dominating the fight with one look, he'll give him one look.
Yeah.
But if he feels that he needs to switch it up, Andre Ward, he's definitely going to switch it up. He may even switch from orthodox to southpaw. He may even switch from being an inside fighter to a completely outside fighter, using lateral movement and catching Kovalev as he's coming in, as Blake Caparello did when he knocked down Sergey Kovalev. Sergey Kovalev overcommitted. Blake Caparello came right over the top. That's what I'm saying, man. Even before this fight, I don't see Sergey Kovalev beating Andre Ward. I don't see it.
Okay.
I don't see it.
Yep.
You got anything to add?
Nah, man. I think I covered everything from my end.
All right, man. Fight fans, let us know what you think. Do what you do in the comment section. We'll be real. This is Real Talk for Real Fans. 1.